After marriage, my husband slapped me 10 times a day to express what he called his love. This twisted affection terrified me, and I began planning my escape. But he had already installed cameras in every corner of the house. So, while he was at work, I secretly placed a wig on the pillow beside the bed, making the room look like I was still asleep. Then I hurried to the airport with my daughter. However, the moment he got home, he saw through my trick. He intercepted me in advance. Despair began to spread inside me. I forced myself to stay calm, but my tears exposed my fear. He dragged me back home, and I cried while promising I would never run away again. But he didn't soften at all. As he kept whispering his so-called love to me, his hands never stopped. Eventually, I was tormented to the point that I could only sit in a wheelchair. One day, I accidentally caught my husband behaving intimately with the maid. He demanded that she report everything about me, and in return, he would pay her. That was when I realized my whereabouts had been leaked by the maid all along. During lunch, I took out my expensive ring and begged the maid to save my life. Seeing the ring worth no less than $1 million, greed rose in her eyes, and she came up with a plan. She took me out of the villa, claiming she would help me escape. Soon, a luxury car approached, but the one who got out was my devil of a husband. The maid quickly pretended she knew nothing, but the next second, I grabbed her hand, pretended to be pushed down, and cried out to my husband for help. He rushed forward and scooped me up in his arms. That moment, I claimed the maid had stolen my money and my ring, and even tried to push me into the street. The maid turned pale with shock. She tried to explain herself, but the next moment, he slapped her hard across the face. And all of this was part of my plan.